Welcome to Jonesin, where we go over trippy true crime and the drama that surrounds it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go over Rabbit's panel because I thought it was wonderful. It was educational if you're willing to learn, and I appreciate it. So I'm going to go over Rabbit's panel. I hope you get something from it.
Because I think that even if you hold some of that ideology, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person, but you're willing to learn from what you're holding or withholding. It could really take you somewhere. It's just, that's it, you know? Everybody has prejudice and stereotypes, but to have specific feelings that, I'm like, you have to be able to check yourself with those. Yeah, but hold up, heels in the AARP. Hope everyone is peeping. The people supporting her are making excuses, turning blind eye. Grain really seems to be a sympathizer. Listen,
I can't.
This is a sympathizer. Well, go ahead, Nanya, because I'm like this right here.
You know, and I've seen the comments that she's making, and the comments that she's been making, that Grain has been making lately, are like, I have no hate in my heart for her. I wish her well.
What's wrong with that? I don't have any hate in my heart for heels.
Maybe nobody educated her. Maybe nobody took.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's part of the issue to these people that are filled with hate. They don't care. They think you should think the way they think.
Time to sit down and say how her statements look. Like, it's being an understanding person,
Exactly.
And not just being a hateful person that's like, I hate you, go away. You know, like, you don't, that's not necessary. Like,
It's absolutely not necessary. It's more of a tribal mentality. Grab your pitchforks, grab your torches, let's get them, let's kill them, let's hate them. That's just how it is, and it's super unfortunate.
and the funny part to me is I keep seeing, like, it's funny because I keep seeing people, like, everywhere, like, well, this person hasn't said something, or did you see this person's comment in the chat?
That's
Stop
what I
watching
was
other
getting.
people's reactions. Be accountable for your own, and that's it.
That's what was pissing me off. Whether it's this Grain, not Grain, I'm sorry, the AARP, okay, AARP, heels. Why are you trying to dictate how someone should feel about the information they're receiving? That, to me, is a little suspect, too. It's like,
Tell them, Rabbit. Tell them, man. That shit is just weird.
or tell somebody how to respond to something, or bully them into doing something, or saying something. That's just wrong. That's wrong.
Yes, Bunny Rabbit. Yes. Tell them, baby.
And it isn't sympathy. It's seeing where the person is at, accepting it, and understanding you don't have to be close. Exactly, if you choose not to.
Exactly. That's exactly it, girl. That's exactly it. These people that are full of hatred, just they find it impossible to understand why other people aren't.
People have been emailing me, and sometimes it's this narrative of, you have to stand this way or I don't stand with you. Then don't stand with me. Then don't.
Bye, boo. Don't stand with me then. We don't need that.
You know, don't bully me to feel something, because then not only is the issue over here, now you have an issue with me and I have an issue with you. You can't tell somebody how to interpret that information or how to feel about it.
Woo! Yes. Hallelujah. Tell them, baby. Preach it. Say it louder for the ones in the back.
The other part is all of us, every single person, creator, sub, any of us, right? We can have coexisting feelings. We can disagree with her blog and what she stands by to this day and still wish no harm on her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like
Well, I think that's what you just hit the nail on the head with, Nanya, is really, you can't fight hate with hate.
No.
You can only fight it with love and education, compassion and understanding. It doesn't mean you have to be close to it. Like you said, you don't have to be friends with anyone that has those kinds of thought processes or acts in that manner, but you cannot fight it with hate.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not open to it, you can't force something that they're not willing to be open to hear as well. And you can only do so much to try to educate or try to stretch that olive branch, And if they don't accept it, or people don't accept it, or whomever doesn't accept it, sometimes they shut it down.
Yeah, I challenge people to really have a conversation with somebody of the opposing view. Why not? Because you would be amazed not only what you'll learn, but where it will take you. Like, you just never know. And Grain says, I do sympathize for people who carry hate in their in their heart, including you.
Yep.
Absolutely. We don't always have to. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys vote.
I mean, Grain said this perfectly, in my opinion. Just like we sympathize with ignorant people, we can sympathize with people that are so full of hatred and take that hatred out on us just because we don't feel, see, or say, or think the same way that they do.
Disagree, and I do strongly, but whoever Miss Heels is on the Clip channel is someone I grew to enjoy. I've stepped back and I'm just trying to process it. Thank you. I feel you on that. I'm not going to lie to you. I've enjoyed her content. I like her. I still do. And that's why this is so hard to do for me, because it's not somebody, like, if I don't like somebody, easy to do. But I like her, and it bothers me, and I haven't yet to really come to terms with it. I haven't. But I'm not going to sit there and try to drag her for it. It's not.
That's right. I think you're handling this perfectly. You're not just gonna, you might disagree with her, but you're not gonna sit here and drag her for her opinions just because you don't like her opinions. More people could learn from that. More people could learn from that mindset.
It's not. I don't hate anyone, but I certainly don't make excuses or have sympathy or grace for someone with such an ugly heart. Okay, well,
you have every right to. You don't have to give grace. But what we're saying is there are some of us here who will give grace and walk away.
Shit, you ain't gotta be besties. You don't gotta walk hand in hand and arm in arm and skip to the loo. Just don't fuck with them and move on.
And you want to like go after that person, wonderful, have at it. But that doesn't mean that that's what we have to do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's coming from somebody, from a Latina. I'm telling you this, okay? So that's the perspective. Then maybe you need to just take a step back. If you have a personal issue with heels, then that's your personal issue with heels. But maybe think about, well, damn, like, okay, maybe I need to think about what somebody who actually has a person of color perspective. I don't know, just a thought.
We want to see families protected when they've had a tragedy happen in their lives.
Yes.
And she stood by doing that today. She sees no problem with what she did. It makes her no different than the other people that some of us call out.
Yeah. What I'm saying is like, I get, when I saw some of the stuff that was written before, and again, this is using the link that she provided, it's like, that's what you stand by. What am I, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to, I can only say you're wrong, and she is wrong in my opinion. I don't agree, but I'm not going to beat her to make her understand, because who is she going to, like, I don't get it,
The masses that are attacking and trolling her for her behavior and choosing to act that way only lends to the behaviors that we're trying to call out and change. Right. So it doesn't fix anything.
Tracy says, we often, white people, take over the fight. It isn't right to do. Stand with, speak out, but don't overwhelm the conversation with how we feel. Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my God, Tracy.
Ooh-wee, Jason coming in hot with some more facts. Say it, girl. Tell them.
And please come up. Oh my God. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, and I think that's what Leonard was kind of saying too, like, well, where do we put our standards? And, put your expectations on yourself. And this isn't as devastating. But I really like what she said right there. Where are you at right now?
Well, during all of the time that all of this was going on, I was fighting the fight on Facebook and losing friends at a rapid pace. And I took it as my fight, my personal, but you don't understand how I feel. You're not seeing this. My husband's black. My kids are black.
Yeah.
And I was schooled and educated and taken aside and said, we want you to stand with us. But this isn't about how you feel. Your feelings are valid, but it isn't your fight. We want you to stand with us, not in front of us. People would block the highways, and we would have white people jumping in there with the loudest voices, standing in front of. And that isn't what anybody wanted. But people just didn't understand it.
That's all, folks. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope you gained some knowledge and some understanding, and that we can all just strive to be better people, not so filled with hate.
Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.